The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good morning, everybody, from the Hellier Center at Indian Hills Community College. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Carmen Pratt, our radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. And welcome to the first ever City of Bridges Classic. This morning, your Ottumwa High girls will take on the Fairfield Trojans. 10 o'clock tip. The boys' game will follow right around noon. And then at 3 o'clock this afternoon, the Indian Hills men's basketball team will take on Kankakee Community College. Now, we will be broadcasting, of course, the high school games here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Fans coming to this first ever City of Bridges Classic only need to buy one ticket and they can get into all three games today. So a nice collaboration between Ottumwa and Indian Hills as we get a full day of basketball here inside the gorgeous Hellier Center. Good to be here. Good to be awake on this Saturday morning. It's cold outside, but the action will heat up here as the Ottumwa and Fairfield girls are warming up, getting ready for their annual meeting. Now the Bulldog girls come in at 2-1. They're coming off a victory last night in conference play, first ever Iowa Alliance Conference game, and they got the victory over Des Moines Hoover 58-19. An interesting game because after Camden Krause, Ottumwa's point guard, scored 20 points in their win over Mount Pleasant on Monday, Hoover tried to slow her down by playing a box-and-one defense. They guarded Krause man-to-man all over the court and played a zone on the other four players on the court. It slowed Ottumwa down for a little while, and it didn't help that Ottumwa's Briley Yeager was out sick last night. But eventually, the Bulldogs picked up the slack. Nellie Morgan had 12 points. Hunter Caldwell added 10 points. Everybody who got into the game scored last night, and Ottumwa came away with an easy conference win over Hoover. Fairfield, meanwhile, they're a team in transition. They've got a new head coach. They've gotten off to an 0-3 start, and last night, in what was surprising, at least to me, they were handled easily by Washington at home in Fairfield, 62-32. The score of that game is Washington, who was not a good team last year, just knocked off Fairfield. Now, it should be noted that Fairfield, again, they're in transition, new head coach Becky Becker, and they graduated all of their top players last year. You might remember Danielle and Delaney Breen combining for over 20 points each in Fairfield's blowout win over Ottumwa a year ago. The final of that game was 63-24. But those players are all gone, as are Mallory Lyon, Brindley Allison, Anna Dunlap, all those seniors graduating. Only 3 players coming back with any kind of experience. It's a really rebuilt Fairfield team, and again, with a new coach, they're finding their way. And for Ottumwa, this is a game where, you know, they feel like they're playing well, they're playing pretty confident, they're playing good defense, and they want to come out here and get their third win in a row, get off to a 3-1 start before they have a couple of tough road games against ranked conference foes in North and Roosevelt over the next 2 Fridays. But a treat here certainly to be at Indian Hills, a treat to be able to play these games here at the Hellier Center, and they've done a good job of getting this court ready. Of course, it's a college court. That means the three-point line is farther back than what you would see on a high school court, but they have added a high school three-point line in white. You can maybe see that as you watch on our live video stream. And court looks good. Arena looks good, as it always does. I've only had a chance to broadcast from here once or twice, and that was actually a little freelance work for another station at a tournament. So it's good to be able to broadcast from the Hellier Center here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. All right, coming up after this 2-minute timeout, we will take a look at how last year's game went between Ottumwa and Fairfield in girls hoops. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change, Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream from the Hellier Center at Indian Hills Community College. Ottumwa and Fairfield, the girls-boys doubleheader in the City of Bridges Classic. When Ottumwa and Fairfield met a year ago, it was all Trojans as they knocked off Ottumwa 63-24. We mentioned the now graduated Danielle and Delaney Breen, and those Breen twins made Fairfield a bad matchup for Ottumwa's crop of freshmen, especially so early in the season a year ago. The Trojans cruised behind 20-plus point performances from both Breen sisters, although their supporting cast didn't provide very much. Ottumwa had as many turnovers as they had shots in the game a year ago, although Nellie Morgan did score 8 points, her first really solid outing of her freshman year. The two squads are 7-7 against each other, dating back to the 2007-2008 season. Fairfield won 4 in a row between 2012 and 2015, but Ottumwa had won 3 out of the last 4 before the Bulldogs came up short a year ago. And again, this year's matchup very different, especially on the Fairfield side, with pretty much all of their top players having graduated from a year ago. And for Ottumwa, most of their top players are back for this season. And as we look down on the court, again, we are way up high. You can see the camera angle on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. We're up in the broadcast booth, their broadcast perch here at the Hellier Center. And I don't believe the Hills guys actually sit up here anymore. They've got a table in the corner where they're still on the upper level, but they're not way up in this little crow's nest here. Hopefully my fear of heights doesn't come into play up here, but we feel okay up here. Got a great view of everything going on, and fans starting to file in here from both Ottumwa and Fairfield. Should be well represented on both sides. Still about 5.5 minutes until they introduce starting lineups, presumably the national anthem. The Ottumwa Pep Band is here. They're set up where the Indian Hills Pep Band would normally play, so good to see the Bulldog Pep Band here. Right now we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and take a look at those starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small-town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, the City of Bridges Classic from the Hellier Center in Indian Hills here on KBIZ and on the live video stream, just a few minutes away from game one of our doubleheader today. Your Ottumwa girls taking on Fairfield, the boys game to follow at around noon. Let's check the starting lineups for the girls game. First for the visiting Trojans, coming in at 0-3 under their first-year head coach Becky Becker. In the backcourt, 5'7" junior Addison Farrell. I believe Farrell played a little bit for Fairfield last year, although not very much if she did. Second guard is a returning player, 5'5" junior Savannah Hollander. She averaged about 3 points a game last year, but she's one of the captains this year. The third guard, another returning, 5'6" senior Ashlyn Lisk, who averaged 2.5 points a game a year ago. Fourth guard, 5'6" junior Maddie Jones, averaged about 2 points a game a year ago. And then in the post, 5'10" junior Brianna Steele. In Fairfield 0-3 and coming off a 30-point loss to Washington last night at home. The starters for Joe Vandenberg's Ottumwa Bulldogs. In the backcourt, getting her second start of the year, 5'7" senior Olivia Corum. Corum had 9 points in the win over Des Moines Hoover last night. The point guard, 5'6" sophomore Camden Krause, held to 3 points last night as Hoover really clamped down defensively on her, but Ottumwa's other players made them pay. The third guard, 5'6" sophomore Maya Fuller. Maya had 4 points last night in the win over Hoover. The fourth guard, 5'5" sophomore Riley Heinbaugh. She had 3 points in the win last night. And in the post, 5'9" sophomore Hunter Caldwell, 10 points in last night's game. Ottumwa changing the starting lineup a little bit. Last night they went with 2 post players. Both Caldwell and Nellie Morgan got the start. Tonight against Fairfield's slightly smaller team, going with a 4-guard lineup, as Corum into the starting lineup, and Morgan will certainly come into the game off the bench. Nellie Morgan led Ottumwa in scoring last night with 12 points. So Ottumwa and Fairfield about to renew acquaintances here on the court at Indian Hills. One other thing about this court, I do believe, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it here, but I do believe this court might be a little bit longer than our home court at Evans Middle School. Not 100% sure if that's the case, but it kind of looks like it. I'm trying to figure out if we're having a national anthem first or introduction of lineups first, and it's somewhat lined up for the national anthem. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout and return with our opening tip. Bulldog basketball comes your way next from the Hellier Center at Indian Hills on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. We specialize in geriatrics, internal medicine, family practice, and we see patients of all ages. We have an entire pediatrics team ready to serve you year-round. We also have quick care walk-in available Monday through Friday from 7 to 5. From babies to grandparents and everything in between, we are here for you at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Number 15, Riley Heinball. Number 22.
Ottumwa High basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good morning once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from the Hellier Center at Indian Hills Community College. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Carmen Pratt, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa and Fairfield, the girls-boys doubleheader, the City of Bridges Classic here at IHCC. Court down below us. Indian Hills across the center circle in maroon trimmed in gold. The lanes are maroon. They do have that gold charge circle, which isn't used in high school basketball. The high school three-point line in white. And the lanes, the baselines, the sidelines in maroon, gold lettering Warriors and the Indian Hills logo both sides. Ottumwa in the home whites, Fairfield in the road blacks. Brianna Steele will jump it up for Fairfield, Maya Fuller for Ottumwa. Ball in the air, the tip controlled by OHS. They move left to right here in the opening half. Camden Kraus has it up top. Fairfield picks up man-to-man. Kraus left side for Maya Fuller. Fuller skip it right side for Kraus. Camden looking underneath, got it down to Caldwell. Turnaround pivot move in the lane, off the glass and good. Hunter Caldwell starts the scoring inside for Ottumwa. And a quick whistle as the shot clock didn't reset immediately. So they'll put it at 33 and have Fairfield inbound in front of its own bench. Trojan jerseys again black. You got orange trim on the collar, white lettering Trojans across the front, white numbers front and back, orange trim on the sides of the black shorts. And again, the shot clock malfunctions. Some of those home whites, red trim on the collar and sleeves, red script lettering Bulldogs on the front, red numbers front and back, red trim on the white shorts for OHS. Now they have the shot clock apparently set to where they want it. And I believe we're ready to go. Here we go. Savannah. And somehow the shot clock in 4 seconds went from 33 seconds down to 4. Well, we had a couple of glitches with the shot clock at home last night. They've reset the shot clock to 33 seconds yet again. Savannah Hollander has been trying to bring this ball into the front court about 3 times now. This will be the 4th try. There we go. It's running normally. So Hollander into the front court, throws it right for Ashlyn Lisk. Back up top to Hollander. Thought about a long 3, college range 3. Into the corner. Fairfield will try a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Weak side rebound, though, by Maddie Jones off the miss by Lisk. Swinging around up top, back to Lisk. Into the high post for Addison Farrell. Kick it out. A 3 on the way by Hollander. Back iron, no. And Caldwell has this rebound, but gets tied up, and the arrow will keep it with the Trojans. 2-0 Ottumwa, 7:04 on the clock opening quarter. Fairfield inbounding from the baseline. A lob over the post, rescued at the free throw line by Farrell, and she double dribbled trying to go back down the lane. So the Trojans turn it over. And Camden Krause will bring it back the other way for OHS. Through the midcourt circle, throws it left to Fuller. Set a pick for Krause, got her back on the right side, drives in, puts up the shot, got it to go, counted in the foul. Krause from the right side of the lane with a chance for a three-point play. See who the foul is on here. Ashlyn Lisk called for the first foul of the game. Krause at the free throw line. Off the back iron, but got it to rattle home. Ottumwa was under 50% from the line last night, but the make there, and they're up 5-0. Now a little zone pressure. Pass across the timeline to Lisk. Picked it up on the left side, swinging up top to Hollander. Ottumwa settles back into their defense. They go left side back to Lisk. Bulldogs in his zone. Hollander up top. Dribbles to the right side. Finds Maddie Jones on the wing. Jones back towards the top, picked up a dribble, lobs it back to the corner for Hollander right side. Baseline drive, cut off. Tries to kick it to the post, and it's off the leg of Ottumwa and out of bounds on the near side, down towards the corner. That pass intended for Brianna Steele, but Hunter Caldwell got in the way. Now Maddie Jones will throw the inbounds, a lob in for Lisk, guarded by Heinbaugh. Lisk gets it to the high post for Farrell. Tried to go down underneath, and it's stolen by Fuller, tipped it to Caldwell. Hunter, long pass up ahead to Heinbaugh left side. To the right for Corum, takes it in, shot blocked out of bounds by Farrell. Ottumwa will maintain possession, 6:28 to go, opening quarter. Dogs already up 5-0. Krause will trigger the inbounds from the Owen Warriors, goes right side to Caldwell. Up top to Farrell. Back to Krause right side. Stepped into a three after a shot fake. Off the rim, no. Long rebound, though. Run down by Corum on the weak side. Fed it to Heinbaugh. Her shot no good in the lane. Caldwell rescues it. Tips it out to Fuller. A shot fake and called for a travel. Ottumwa gives it back to the Trojans. 5:51 opening quarter. And Hollander will bring it back across the timeline. Goes around a pick, down the left side of the lane, cut off nicely by Caldwell. They swing it right through the hands of Jones, recovers it on the wing, pressured by Krause. Down to the baseline on a dribble. Kicks it on the wing to Lisk. Underneath to Farrell, backing down, turn around off the rim, no. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Fairfield. So Ottumwa will head the other way, 5:28 to go opening quarter. Into the front court again is Krause. Throws it right for Fuller this time. Down to the block for Caldwell. Turnaround shot fake. Kicks it out to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh on the right side. Dribbles to the elbow. Kick it left wing. Krause open for a three. In and out, no good. Rebound chase down. Caldwell battling for it. Tied up with Farrell. And the held ball will keep it with Ottumwa on the alternate possession. Two subs for Ottumwa. Nellie Morgan and Briley Yeager check in. Caldwell and Fuller check out. Yeager, again, was not at the game last night, was homesick, but is back today. Briley to throw the inbounds pass, goes right corner. Krause got open for another look at a three. Back iron, no, but Morgan runs down the rebound and lost control of it and dribbled it out of bounds. It is different shooting in this gym than shooting in your home gym or any high school gym. And perhaps Krause is still working on finding the range. Ottumwa still leads at 5-0. Hollander drives left side, and a bump foul is going to be called on Ottumwa before Hollander could get into the lane. We'll see who it's on. There are a couple of Bulldogs there. Riley Heinbaugh called for her first foul of the game on Ottumwa. Jones trying to throw the inbounds pass, goes left side for Lisk. Back in the corner to Jones. I'm not sure she established herself inbounds, but they don't blow it dead. Ball goes inside to Steele. Tries to drive in, a whistle, and she traveled with it. Good defense inside by Olivia Corum. 4:42 opening quarter. Bulldogs got a quick 5 points in their first two possessions. Nobody's scored since. Now Krause through the midcourt circle. Left side for Heinbaugh. Riley goes underneath looking for Yeager, and it's knocked out of bounds by Addison Farrell. It'll stay with the Dogs. Yeager trying to get it inbounds. Goes left wing to Corum. Corum drives in the lane. Little runner off the back iron, no. Rebound is ripped down by Farrell, and here come the Trojans. Maddie Jones into the front court right side. Pulls up, feeds it to Lisk. Poked out of her hands and stolen clean by Yeager. 2-on-1 the other way. Yeager lobs it ahead to Kraus. Kraus cut off on the right side. Kick it out to Corum. Corum to the elbow. Goes left side. Heinbaugh open for a three. Back iron, no. Rebound. Oh, it was tipped and it hit Briley Yeager right in the face and went out of bounds. Nellie Morgan helps her up. Briley's okay. Boy, it's not what Coach Vandenberg wanted to see after Briley was home sick last night, able to play today, but takes a ball to the face. So 4:04 to go opening quarter. Ottumwa's getting the looks at once. Just the shots aren't falling, but on the other end, they're defending very well. Now into the front court is Hollander. Lob into the high post for Farrell to the corner, and Jones will try a three. No good, but the long rebound out to Lisk at the free throw line. Backs it up. Ashlyn Lisk tried to go into the high post for steal, and Ottumwa gets called for a reach-in foul. And I think they got Briley Yeager. We'll see.
Personal foul, number 42, Nellie Morgan.
Oh, Nellie Morgan.
First personal, second team foul, half on Ottumwa.
Talk more about our perspective up here in a moment, a little bit different than normal. Inbound to Hollander, kicks it up top to Lisk. Back to Hollander, right wing. Looking for an entry pass, got it down to Farrell under the hoop, layup left short, rebound tips out to Heinbaugh, Dogs want to run. Skips it over right side for Corum. Corum to Morgan down the lane, layup left it short, rebound underneath to Hollander. Ottumwa just has gone ice cold. Back the other way comes Fairfield, lob underneath the steal, got it off the glass but too strong, rebound tapped out of bounds, it'll stay with Fairfield. Subs for both teams here. Fairfield's first sub is Grace Lyon, a 5'9" sophomore. Maya Fuller checks back in for Ottumwa, and Cameron Pauls is into the game for the first time, the 5'5" sophomore. Inbounds comes underneath the Farrell, but has to bring it outside the lane. Kicks it to the left corner for Jones. Jones dribbles back up top, hands off to Hollander. Hollander guarded by Kraus, backing away. Kraus getting right up on her, and now a handoff to Lisk. And Kraus was right up on Lisk, and this time Camden's called for the bump. First foul on Kraus, team foul number 3 on OHS. At the 3:01 mark of the first quarter, still 5-0 Ottumwa. Trojans inbounding from the near side as we look at it. They get it in to Lisk, contested by Fuller. Lob to the free throw line, extended for Farrell, out to Jones, right side for Hollander. Hollander dribble down to the baseline, a shot fake. Corum stays right on her, right down to the edge. And Kraus was trying to force Jones out of bounds, but they ruled that Camden did it a little too aggressively, and that's a quick second foul on Kraus. So Riley Heinbaugh will check in, and Kraus will head to the bench with those 2 early fouls.
As number 15, Lauren Martin checks in for the Trojans.
Inbounds pass sails up top to Lisk. They go back underneath the Hollander, lost it on the floor. Bulldogs trying for a tie-up. They'll get it. The arrow keeps it with Fairfield. Our PA announcer got mixed up on who subbed in. They called 15 for Fairfield, but it's Heinbaugh that came in the game. Inbounds to Farrell, kick it out to Lisk, dribbles to the elbow. Pass back outside to Jones is tipped out of bounds by Ottumwa. 23 on the shot clock. Jones inbounding in front of a lot of Bulldog fans, including the boys team who's sitting down there. Hollander drives in, forces up a tough shot, but got bumped and will go to the free throw line. That foul is on Cameron Pauls. Already 5 fouls on Ottumwa here, 3 on this possession alone. Hollander's free throw is good, and Fairfield's on the board at the 2:32 mark of the opening quarter. 5-1, one more free throw coming for Hollander, and she made them both, 5-2. Corum will run the point here on this possession. Olivia takes it into the front court. Dribbles right, gets it to Pauls. Pauls back up top to Heinbaugh. Hindball dribbles left around a pick. Had it knocked out of her hands, loose on the floor, and it's tied up again. This time the arrow keeps it with Ottumwa. Bulldogs kind of out of rhythm on offense. Brianna Steele back in for Fairfield, replacing Addison Farrell. Corum trying to get it in, lobs it on the wing to Hindbaugh. Hindbaugh skips it right side for Pauls. Bulldogs spreading things out. Cameron backs away, takes it between the circles, goes around a Morgan pick to the right, kicks it on the wing to Corum. Corum a baseline drive, cut off, kicks it back out to Pauls. And the shot clock runs out. First time Ottumwa was committed a shot clock violation this year. It's going to be easy to forget that until you get used to it. Fairfield with the ball trailing 5-2, minute 50 to go opening quarter. In the high post is Grace Lyon. Feeds to the baseline, Hollander underneath the hoop, reverse layup, no. And the rebound tied up between Morgan and Steele, and the arrow keeps it with Fairfield. Ottumwa not rebounding as well as they had in their first 3 games. Briley Yeager back in, replacing Cameron Pauls for Ottumwa. Maddie Jones to inbound. Lobbed it too strong for Hollander, was not able to save it from going out of bounds into the Ottumwa bench. And the Bulldogs get it back on the turnover, minute 38 to go. Ottumwa scored on its first 2 shots of the game. And they haven't scored since, but Fairfield's only hit 2 free throws at a very slow first quarter. Olivia Corum over to the right side. Hands off to Hindbaugh. Hindbaugh up top to Fuller. Left side Yeager. Back to the top of the key. Corum a long 2-point jumper. Back iron, no. Rebound pulled in by Jones. Here come the Trojans. Minute 15. Right side for Hollander. Down underneath through the hands of Steele and deflected by Yeager, but saved it back into Steele, who tries a reverse layup and is fouled. She'll shoot 2. A tough break for Ottumwa there. If that ball doesn't ricochet off Yeager's hands initially, just goes out of bounds back to Ottumwa, but then Yeager saved it in a tough spot. Didn't see who the foul was on. Brianna Steele at the line, her first free throw too strong. Hunter Caldwell back in for Ottumwa, replacing Nellie Morgan. Morgan must have picked up that second foul. One more free throw for Steele, trying to make it a 2-point game, too strong. And Hindbaugh rips down the rebound. Dogs want to run. Bounce it up ahead. Caldwell, nice catch outside the lane. Kick it up top. And Caldwell called for a travel. Boy, I don't know about that one. 59.6 on the clock. Into the front court, Hollander. Picked up by Fuller, top of the key. Lob on the backdoor cut to Lisk, left side, who lays it in with the right hand. Fairfield had its first field goal, and suddenly it's a 1-point game, 5-4. Corum, right side to Fuller. Dogs need an answer here, it feels like. Caldwell, turnaround in the lane. Got the roll. Hunter Caldwell, her second bucket. That finally breaks about a 6.5-minute scoreless drought, 7-4 Dogs. Right side is Lisk underneath to Jones, who's double teamed. Force it up anyway, and they call another foul. Boy, Fairfield getting bailed out by whistles here a few times in this opening quarter. Caldwell gets her first. It's already 7 fouls on Ottumwa. We've only called 1 on Fairfield. Jones misses the front end. She'll get another one. 22.2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Second free throw. Made that one, and it's 7-5. Ottumwa can hold for 1 here. Shot clock is off. Down to 18 seconds. Yeager dribbles down the right side all the way to the rim. Laid it up, no. Rebound tipped out to Corum, though. Skip it left side to Hindbaugh, 8 seconds. Up top to Fuller. Down underneath the Caldwell. Turnaround off the glass. Rolls in and out, no good. Rebound to Steele, and time expires. 7-5 the score. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa 7, Fairfield 5. Bulldogs feel like they should be ahead by more, but Camden Kraus back in the game, driving all the way to the rim, got kind of bumped going up, no call, missed the shot, rebound to Jones, and here comes Fairfield. Well, they called all that contact inside when Fairfield went up, but Kraus goes up and can't get a call. Steele in the lane, and she traveled. Had to be. Yep, there's the travel call. Bunny hopped as she pump faked. Olivia Corum getting looked at by the trainer, might have gotten nicked over the eye. Maybe I'm not sure if she's bleeding or not, but they're treating her face right now. Kraus drives in, and there's a bump foul called. And of course, as the whistle was blown, she kicked it out to Heinbaugh, who made a three-pointer, but it doesn't count. Brianna Steele gets her first. Only the second foul on Fairfield. They've called 7 on Ottumwa. Inbound to Heinbaugh. Up top to Yeager, right side to Fuller. Fuller into the right corner for Kraus. Kraus puts up a runner, gets the roll. Camden Kraus has 5 points, and Ottumwa's back up by 4, 9-5. What a way to make a living. Fairfield, left side for Addison Farrell. Farrell trying to drive on Heinbaugh, cut off. Wants to go underneath to Steele, has it down there. Skip it out right wing to Jones, into the corner for Lisk, underneath to Hollander. Pivots, kicks it back out and threw it away, out of bounds. Out of the reach of Lisk, it'll go back to Ottumwa. Substitute for Fairfield. First time we'll see Maddie Martin, a 5'6" freshman. Just over a minute gone, second quarter. Bulldogs up by 4. Kraus, right side for Heinbaugh. Brings it up top, back left side to Kraus. Thought about the 3. Now back up top to Fuller. Goes around to Caldwell pick, pulls up for a long 2, left it short, and the rebound out of bounds before Caldwell can save it. 6:36 to go here in the second quarter. Understandable that both these teams might struggle offensively today. They both played a game last night at 6 o'clock. Quick turnaround. Into the high post for Steele. Right side for Hollander. Up top for Martin, who just checked in. Hands off to Farrell, top of the key. Back to Martin on the left. Now to the wing, and Yeager knocked it out of bounds. She actually knocked it off the referee. It ricocheted back to Lisk, who wanted to drive with it, but the ref said, no, I was out of bounds. Fairfield inbounding. They'll go in the left corner for Hollander. Dribbles to the free throw line. Now spins down the lane, got open, put it up off the glass too strong, but a late whistle and a foul. Wow. That ball was almost back down in the hands of the rebounders when the whistle blew.
Personal fouls called on number 22,
Hunter Caldwell gets her second, so both Ottumwa post players have 2 fouls. 8 team fouls on Ottumwa. Coach Vandenberg is having a word with the official both about the foul call and the foul discrepancy as Hollander hits the first. She has 3 points all from the line. It's 9-6. Grace Lyon and Maddie Jones return to the Fairfield lineup. One more free throw here for Hollander, trying to make it a 2-point game again, but that one no good. And a whistle and a lane violation anyway on Fairfield, so Ottumwa will inbound it, leading by 3. 6:10 to go second quarter. Kraus between the circles. Takes it right, hands off to Heinbaugh. Picked up her dribble and threw it away, intercepted by Farrell. Someone needed to come help her. And now Fuller takes it right back. Fuller's 1-on-2 the other way. She'll slow it up on the right wing. Picked up her dribble. Goes down low to Caldwell. Pivots. Drives right around her defender and lays it up and in. Caldwell just blew by Grace Lyon. Hunter's got 6 points. Ottumwa leads 11-6, matching their biggest lead at 5. Left side for Martin. Hands it off Hollander. Bulldogs switch. Lob on the back door, too tall for Farrell and out of bounds. Ottumwa had it covered pretty well anyway as Heinbaugh was in that passing lane if the pass had been true.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 12,
Ashlyn Lisk returning to the Fairfield lineup. Under 5.5 to go until halftime. Dogs up 5, trying to get the offense going again. Right side they go to Fuller. Let's give it left side, Kraus. She'll get a look at a 3. Off the back iron, no. Long rebound out to Farrell. Brings it across the timeline, cutting left to right, goes on the right wing to Martin, in the corner to Jones. Lob it underneath for Farrell. Turnaround shot, no good. Well contested there. Rebound on the weak side to Yeager. Yeager into the front court, being bodied up by Jones, but no call. Gets it to Kraus between the circles. Kraus right side for Yeager. Fakes a pass. Now into the lane for Heinbaugh. Splits defenders, lay it up, no, and the rebound underneath, pulled in by Lyon. Boy, Ottumwa has missed some close-in shots today. In the front court, left side for Fairfield is Lisk. Pressured heavily by Yeager, and a timeout Fairfield. 4:35 to go until halftime. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Bridge City Realty. Whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. By Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. And by William Penn University's Iowa Pride Scholarship, geared towards high school seniors. Learn how you can pay $7,000 or less per year. Visit wmpenn.edu/Iowa Pride to find out more. Fairfield inbounding after their first timeout. Ottumwa leading 11-6. And Briley Yeager knocked the inbounds pass right back out of bounds. 4:34 to go until halftime. Two teams probably a little tired after playing games last night. And the inbounds pass comes to Lisk. Dribbles right side, cut off the elbow by Corum. They go underneath for Farrell. Back out to Lisk. Wanted to drive baseline, cut off again. Picked up her dribble, gets it behind her to Maddie Jones. Jones picked up her dribble, goes down low to Farrell. Yeager trying to keep her outside. Throw it up top. Lisk will try a 3. Way off, but the rebound underneath the Hollander. Turnaround off the glass, no. Rebound tapped out. Kraus has that. Dogs can run. Kraus lobs it ahead, right side to Fuller, controls it, shot fake, got the defender to fly by, but missed the layup and the rebound to Hollander. Man, Ottumwa just can't buy a break. And the officials stopped the game to take 1 second off the shot clock, and Fairfield head coach Rebecca Becker is not happy about it. Her team was in transition there. And it does seem a little silly to stop the whole game because the shot clock was a second late in getting going. Ball inside to Farrell, dribbles underneath. And a 3-second call against Fairfield to give the ball back to Ottumwa. Riley Heinbaugh checking back in for the Bulldogs, replacing Fuller. Brianna Steele returns for Fairfield, replacing Grace Lyon. 3:47 on the clock here in the second quarter. Still Ottumwa 11, Fairfield 6. Fairfield in a 2-3 zone. The ball goes left side to Heinbaugh. Try to go down underneath to Caldwell. Ball was kicked Ottumwa will maintain possession. Yeager trying to get it in. Into the corner, Heinbaugh. Puts up the runner on a baseline drive, no good. That was an ill-advised shot, rebound to Fairfield. Ashlyn Lisk into the front court. Throws it right side for Jones. Down underneath to Farrell, dribbles underneath the hoop. And a push foul called on Ottumwa. That'll send Fairfield to the line for 1-and-1.
Personal foul, score number 24, Briley Yeager.
Briley Yeager gets her first. Team foul number 9 on Ottumwa. They still only called 2 on Fairfield. First free throw up and no good on the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound to Heinbaugh. Riley into the front court, left side. Under heavy pressure from Jones, needs some help. Got it to a cutting Yeager down the lane, ran into steal. And finally a foul called on Fairfield. As I think they'll get Savannah Hollander for her first, team foul number 3. Inbound left side to Caldwell, and they stopped play because the shot clock hadn't reset. Now the inbound to Caldwell left side, gets it on the wing to Yeager. Up top for Heinbaugh, right side for Corum. Corum, a baseline drive, kick it out left wing to Kraus, got the feet set, 3 on the way. Back iron, no, man, just can't buy one of these. Maddie Jones the rebound, back the other way, throws it left side for Lisk. Lisk, pull up 3 left wing, got it. And suddenly Fairfield back within 2 at 11-9. Ashlyn Lisk has 5 points. Into the front court for Ottumwa, right wing Yeager, up top Kraus, left side Heinbaugh. Wide open driving lane, now kicks it out to Corum for a 3, too strong. Rebound underneath to Jones. Ottumwa was ice cold again. And now Fairfield could tie or take the lead here. Hollander right side, drives in the lane. Jump pass outside to Farrell, and she traveled. 2 subs for Ottumwa, Nellie Morgan, Maya Fuller return. Caldwell and Corum will sit. 2:23 to go until the half. Ottumwa's led throughout. They've led twice by 5. Fairfield's cut it to 1. Right now it's a 2-point Ottumwa advantage, 11-9. Kraus around a pick to the right, and a reach-in foul called on Hollander as Kraus tried to split defenders. That's the second on Savannah Hollander. Team foul number 4 on the Trojans. 2:10 to go until halftime. Yeager into the right corner for Kraus. Shot clock hadn't reset again. Yeager trying to inbound, goes right corner to Kraus again. Lob it into the block for Morgan. Turn around, shot, and a foul. Nellie Morgan will shoot 2, and Brianna Steele just got her second foul. Team foul number 5 on the Trojans.
Personal foul, score number 52, Brianna Steele.
Morgan at the line last night was the one place she struggled. She was 0 for 6. Her first one here, left short. Sub for Fairfield, Grace Lyon back in, replacing Steele, who will sit with those 2 fouls. Nellie's second free throw rattles home. Her first point of the night, 12-9. Ottumwa up by 3, 2 minutes to go until halftime. Lisk right side to Hollander, lost it on the floor against pressure, throws it left side, nearly threw it away. Lisk rescues it. Go in the corner, Maddie Jones got open for a 3, off the rim, no, rebound to Morgan. In a double team, he gets it to Yeager. Yeager up ahead to Kraus across the timeline right side. Kraus fires left side, nice catch by Fuller. And travel, boy, Fuller was wide open on the block and didn't know it. And it's been that kind of half offensively for Ottumwa. They still lead. But boy, it feels like it should be a lot more comfortable than it is. Here's that zone press again from the Bulldogs. Lisk across the timeline to Hollander, to the center, Farrell. Back outside to Lisk, driving underneath. Kicked it to Farrell in the lane. Short jumper, no. Rebound to Yeager. Yeager gets away from 2 defenders. And nice crossover to get away from Jones. Yeager down the lane, all the way in, off the glass, counted in the foul. But for a moment there, I thought the ref was going to call a charge. So Yeager with a chance for a three-point play. Addison Farrell gets her first foul, team foul number 6. Yeager's free throw, back iron no, rebound pulled in by Lyon. So Ottumwa's lead back to 5, 14-9. Minute 8 to go until halftime. Up top is Lisk. Saw she was wide open behind the college three-point line, tried to step to the high school line and got called for a travel. So Ottumwa gets it back, 104 until halftime. Be nice to get a bucket here in the final minute and get your biggest lead of the game going into the break. Kraus dribbles it off her own foot, gets it back, drives in all the way to the hoop, hammered as she goes up, and Kraus will shoot 2. A foul on Grace Lyon, her first, team foul number 7, so the fouls are closer to even now. A flurry of fouls on Fairfield late in the half. Kraus's free throw rattles home. Camden 2 for 2 from the line now, has 6 points. Olivia Corum and Hunter Caldwell back in for OHS, so Ottumwa going with both post players, Caldwell and Morgan. Kraus's second free throw doesn't get the roll that time. Caldwell's got the rebound, turnaround in the lane, and she's fouled. Caldwell will shoot 2. That's on Addison Farrell. That's her second, team foul number 8. Hunter's first one, in and out, no good. Cameron Pauls will come in for Ottumwa, replacing Kraus, trying to protect Camden in the final 50 seconds of the half. Kraus playing with 2 fouls, so she'll head to the bench. Caldwell, one more free throw here, 15-9 Ottumwa. And that free throw too strong, but Morgan's got the rebound. Spin move in the lane, off the glass and good. So Ottumwa couldn't hit free throws that trip, but offensive rebounding puts them up by 8, 17-9, their biggest lead of the game. Into the high post, Fairfield goes to Farrell. And as Ottumwa was trying to stay with a cutter, Farrell got tripped while holding the ball. That's a foul on Corum. Her first. It's team foul number 10, so the double bonus here, Fairfield will shoot 2. Farrell at the line for the first time today. And the first free throw is no good. Veda Monahan will check in for the first time for Ottumwa, the 5'8" junior, replacing Nellie Morgan. And Camden Kraus is back in now that Ottumwa will have the ball again. There's 36.6 seconds left in the half, so there's about a 1.5 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Farrell's second free throw, too strong, and the rebound to Kraus. So Ottumwa can hold for one. Coach Vandenberg is calling for that. Bulldogs did not do a good job of that, and now Lisk steals it from Kraus, is all alone with the left-handed layup. Well, Kraus was not paying attention and got her pocket pick there, 17-11. That's not what Ottumwa wanted at the end of the half, but they still have time. Right side to Pauls. Pauls drives in, cut off, kick it out to Kraus. 10 seconds. Kraus will try a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound on the floor. Jones has it. Double team. Trying to slow her down, 3 seconds. Up ahead to Lisk across the timeline. 2 seconds, 1 second. Running 3 at the buzzer, no good. Ottumwa 17, Fairfield 11 at the half. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the halftime totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. From the City of Bridges Classic at Indian Hills Community College here at the Hellier Center, your halftime score, your Ottumwa girls leading Fairfield 17-11. Our halftime stats today brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. For the Bulldogs in the first half, they were led by Camden Krause and Hunter Caldwell, who each had 6 points. Not a lot else. Nellie Morgan has 3 and Briley Yeager has 2. For Fairfield, they're being led by Ashlyn Lisk, who has 7 points. 3 points for Savannah Hollander and 1 point for Maddie Jones. Neither team shooting well, neither team shooting free throws well. I've got Fairfield at 4 for 9. And Ottumwa, I think I'm missing something here, but I've got us at about 3 for 8. Although it might be 3 for 10. I may have missed one in there somewhere, but either way, neither team is shooting free throws well. And both teams have struggled with turnovers. Essentially, it looks like a game where both these teams just played the night before. Both teams had 6:15 tips last night. Ottumwa beat Des Moines Hoover. Fairfield lost to Washington. So those games were over, right around 7:30 or so. And then they had a turnaround of about 14 and a half hours, and they're playing another varsity game. Also playing on an unfamiliar court, Indian Hills. Obviously, the Hellier Center, a beautiful venue, but your shooting background's a little bit different because at just about every high school gym, you just have a solid wall behind the basket. Here, they have the track that goes around the upper area of the arena, and the background's a little farther behind than when you shoot at a high school gym. And we're going to deal with this again early next month, January 2nd. The Bulldog girls and boys will play Mason City at Wells Fargo Arena, and you'll be dealing with the shooting background of a big-time arena. So this is something Ottumwa's going to deal with a couple times this year. Hopefully the Bulldogs will adjust a little better in the second half. Now, I watched Ottumwa do some early walkthrough on this court. We got here just after 8:30 this morning. Ottumwa was shooting pretty well on the basket to our left. Now, in the first half, we had to shoot on the basket to our right. Hopefully, as we switch sides and shoot to the basket to our left here in the second half, it'll work out a little better. We'll see how things go. But Ottumwa, despite shooting poorly, still playing good defense and leading Fairfield at the half 17-11. that will do it for our Bulldog halftime show. Again, your halftime stats brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. Dogs haven't hit a three-pointer yet today. When they do, it'll be brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Let's take 3 minutes, and we'll come back with the start of the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Ottumwa High basketball, the City of Bridges Classic at the Hellier Center at Indian Hills. And at halftime of the girls' game, Ottumwa leading Fairfield 17-11. Jason Van Arkel with you high atop the Hellier Center. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Carmen Pratt, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. I know on the radio side, the acoustics in this gymnasium are different. And I know when the Ottumwa Pep Band's been playing, maybe at times I've been a little bit hard to hear. I can't tell the band to just stop playing. But we'll do the best we can to try to keep the audio as clean as we can. Thankfully, when the action's going on, the band isn't playing, and hopefully the only sound you're hearing is the sound of my voice. So ready to start the second half. Fairfield has the ball. They'll move left to right as we look at it here in half number 2. Maddie Jones inbounds it. Maya Fuller deflected it, but Hollander recovers in the backcourt. And Fuller tipped it out of bounds again over on the far side as we look at it in front of the scorer's table. We mentioned how our perspective here is different than normal. Just about every place we do high school basketball from, as the pass is lobbed into Hollander. Fuller cuts her off on the drive. Kick it right side to Steele. We'll get back to our perspective in a moment here. Fairfield resets. Usually we're on the same side as the team benches, so we're looking at the backs of the players sitting on the bench. Here we're on the opposite side as pass knocked away from Hollander by Fuller again, out of bounds into the corner. So what that means is, in terms of perspective and when fouls are called, and the official goes to the scorer's table and tells the official score what the foul is, we get a whistle here and a 5-second call. Fairfield didn't get it in time. Boy, Ottumwa relentless defensive pressure on that opening possession, and they eventually force a turnover. When fouls are called, the official has his back to us when he's signaling the foul to the scorer's table, so sometimes we have a hard time telling who a foul is on initially. Anyway, Maya Fuller left side for Kraus. Kraus drives in the lane, the runner off the glass and good. Kraus hasn't been able to hit a 3 tonight, but she's got 8 points on some shots in the lane, and it's 19-11. Ottumwa up by 7. They've led by as many as 8. Maddie Jones hands off to Hollander. Hollander on the weave. Now lobs it down low for Addison Farrell. Farrell in the lane. A whistle before the shot. A foul on the floor. If that's Caldwell, that's her 3rd. Let's see. It is not. It's on Riley Heinball. That's her 2nd. First foul of the half on Ottumwa. Inbound underneath to Farrell, who got loose on the inbounds and laid it in. Boy, Fairfield's really dedicated on those inbounds passes to getting it right underneath the hoop, and that time it paid off. 19-13. Fuller on the right side. Gets it down to the block for Caldwell. Turnaround in the lane, off the glass, rattles out. No good. Rebound to Hollander. Shot that one a little too strong. Hollander races into the front court. Nice job by Fuller to drive her to the baseline, keep her out of the lane. Pass inside to Steele, lobs across to Farrell. Kick it out right wing. Jones a quick 3. Off the rim, no. Farrell the rebound underneath. Dribbled right, got a shot up, no good. Rebound to Caldwell. Farrell would have been better off putting it right back up and said put it on the floor and made a tougher shot. Now Kraus into the front court. Right side to Fuller for Ottumwa. Up top to Heinball. One dribble, lob on the give and go to Caldwell, and the layup rolls off the rim, and then Caldwell trying to get the ball back is called for a foul. Now, I don't know if she fouled her. She hacked down at the ball, and the official who was behind the Fairfield player called the foul. How can you see if there's contact or not from there? Third foul on Caldwell. She will check out. And Nellie Morgan is in. Briley Yeager also returns for Ottumwa. Fairfield left side, it goes to Hollander. Into the high post for Farrell. Back to Hollander, right through her hands and out of bounds on the scorer's table. So the Trojans turn it over again. Still 19-13 Ottumwa. 5:59 on the clock. Third quarter, another kind of a choppy game. Similar in terms of rhythm or lack of rhythm to what we had last night against Hoover, but tonight much lower scoring. Ottumwa got the offense going better last night. Pass underneath to Kraus on a nice cut. Layup good from the right side. Good dish by Corum. Good back screen set by Ottumwa as well. Kraus into double digits with 10 points. And Ottumwa leads at 21-13. On the right side for Fairfield is Hollander. Lob underneath. Morgan knocked it away, intended for Steele. Kraus has a loose ball into the front court. Doesn't have numbers. Goes right side to Corum. Corum down underneath as Morgan got good position. The layup, no, but Nellie's fouled and she'll shoot 2, and that might be the 3rd foul on Brianna Steele. And that is her 3rd. First foul of the half on Fairfield. And I think the Trojans won a timeout. 5:26 third quarter. Dogs up 21-13. We're back in 30 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. Nellie Morgan at the line shooting 2 after Fairfield took its second timeout. Nellie's first one here is good. She has 4 points. Now 2 of 3 from the line. 22-13, Ottumwa's got its biggest lead at 9. They can make it double digits here if the free throw is good, and it is. Morgan hits them both. 23-13. Now the Bulldogs with some zone pressure. Across the timeline is Hollander. Lob underneath. Farrell a tough catch. Tried to feed it across to Hollander on the baseline, and Olivia Corum knocked it out of bounds. Fairfield has checked in Haley Strickland, a 5'6" sophomore. First time we've seen her today. Maddie Jones throw the inbounds pass. Bulldogs not allowing to go inside, and a 5-second call is for the second time in this half. Fairfield can't get it inbounds. They're dedicated on those baseline inbounds to getting it right underneath the hoop, but when it's not there, they're not looking for the second outlet quickly enough. Right side is Corum. Lobs it to a cutting Fuller. Cut off outside the lane, kick it up top to Yeager. Briley a long three-pointer, off the rim, no. And the rebound to Strickland. The sophomore into the front court, picked up by Corum. Trying to go all the way to the baseline, cut off. Corum looking for the steal. And a held ball is the call, and the arrow favors Ottumwa. So Olivia Corum gets the ball back for OHS. Riley Heinbaugh back in, replacing Corum. We'll get some big high fives as she goes to the bench. Now Camden Kraus brings it across the timeline over towards the right side, and Ottumwa wants a timeout. 23-13, Dogs lead by 10. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After Ottumwa's first time out, they'll inbound in front of the scorer's table. Yeager gets it into Fuller, and Fuller bounces it to Kraus up high on the right. Camden dribbles right, hands off to Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh goes up top to Fuller. Fuller back to Yeager left side. Ottumwa will reset. 10 on the shot clock here. Kraus drives in the lane, puts up a runner off the glass, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Jones. Maddie Jones slows it up across the timeline, gets it to Hollander between the circles. Ball goes right side to Jones, back underneath to a cutting Hollander. Spin move in the lane, a whistle, and a travel is called. Good defense by Ottumwa. They wanted that little give and go, and Ottumwa kept Hollander outside the lane. Ashlyn Lisk returns to the Fairfield lineup. 4:08 and counting third quarter. Ottumwa 23, Fairfield 13. Kraus around a pick right side. Lobs it left side for Yeager down the lane. Off the rim, no. Rebound tapped and controlled by Lisk. Up ahead to Hollander racing into the front court left side. Fires underneath, a little too tall for Farrell. It's off her hand and out of bounds, and three players hit the deck. Everybody's okay. No foul called, and Ottumwa gets it back on the turnover. Kraus through the midcourt circle, goes left side for Briley Yeager, into the corner for Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh back up top to Fuller. Fuller drives right around her defender in the lane, pull-up jumper, a little too strong. Boy, Nellie Morgan had rebounding position. The Fairfield defender went over her back. That was Grace Lyon, no foul called. Morgan manages to tie up the ball, but the arrow gives it back to the Trojans. I have no idea how that wasn't a displacement foul and over the back, because Morgan had perfect position and Lyon had to go through her to get that ball. Fairfield breaks the press into the front court, and Lisk nearly loses it, rescues it on the right side, gets it on the wing to Hollander. Pass in the lane deflected, picked up by Lyon. Fadeaway jumper baseline, no. Rebound to Kraus underneath. And now the Dogs want to push tempo. Camden fires left side for Heinbaugh. Dribbles in, kicks it back out to Fuller. Fuller on the wing, Kraus wide open for a three. Count it! Finally, Camden Kraus, a three-pointer brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 13 for Kraus. Bulldogs lead by 13. They're doubling up the Trojans, 26-13. Ball left side, lobbed underneath for Lyon. Kick it out to Lisk. A three left corner to answer, no good. Rebound, though, in the lane to Hollander. High off the rim, no. And the rebound deflects to Nellie Morgan. And then battling for it in there, at least Setterstrom, a 5'11" freshman. They'll get a held ball, and the arrow will give it to Ottumwa. Or no, they got a foul, pardon me. They called a foul on Setterstrom. I thought she was being a little aggressive in there. Second foul of the game, or of the half, I should say, on the Trojans. Ottumwa with Kraus, Yeager, Morgan, Corum, and Heinbaugh now on the floor. Ball goes left side for Yeager. Towards the corner, knocked away, stolen by Hollander. Throws it into the backcourt, though, and Morgan runs it down. And now they're going to have another discussion about the shot clock. I think they reset the shot clock when Hollander stole that ball. She was in the air. And they say the shot clock shouldn't have been reset. Well, Hollander had both hands on it. Inbound to Corum, gets by her defender, feeds Morgan. Down the lane, off the glass, though, too strong. And the rebound pulled in by Hollander. So the shot clock didn't end up mattering there, but Ottumwa missed another bunny. And Kraus called for a foul there, trying to take the ball away from Hollander out on the perimeter. Camden gets her third. Team foul number 3 on Ottumwa. 2:09 to go third quarter. Maya Fuller back in, replacing Kraus. Pardon me, 2:04. And Maddie Martin in for Fairfield. She'll throw the inbounds pass, gets it into Lisk high on the right side. Lisk goes between the circles. Now back to the right, and a handoff to Hollander. Hollander left side to Martin. Martin down towards the baseline, picked up her dribble, goes underneath for Farrell. Tough shot from underneath the rim, no good. Everybody fighting for that rebound, about 8 hands on the ball. The held ball will give it back to Ottumwa. Bulldogs leading 26-13. Best offensive quarter for Ottumwa here today, and they've pushed what was a 6-point halftime lead and more than doubled it. Yeager around to pick left side, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Maddie Martin, her first. Team foul number 3 on the Trojans.
Personal foul is called number 3, Maddie Martin for Trojans. First person, third team foul to half.
Corum to inbound, lobs it between the circles to Fuller. Fuller around a screen right side. Throws it up top for Heinbaugh. Rachel dribbles in, kicks it out left wing. Yeager's open for a three. Too strong. Rebound pulled in by Setterstrom. Here come the Trojans. Hollander down the right side. Backs away in the wing. Hands it behind her to Lisk. Lisk right back to Hollander. Hollander a baseline drive. Cut off. Puts up the jumper. No good. Heinbaugh gets the rebound in the lane. Riley Heinbaugh racing into the front court. Throws it right side for Corum. High post Morgan. Right corner for Yeager. Briley looking for Morgan, gets it to her on the baseline, outside the lane, dribbles under the hoop, nowhere to go, lob it back out to Yeager. Now Briley a baseline drive, pull up in the lane, off the glass, got it to go. Briley Yeager with a tough bucket. She's got 4 points. 28-13, Dogs pulling away, under a minute to go in the third. About an 11-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ball goes right for Lisk. Lisk on the wing. Ottumwa really taken away back to the center. Lob inside intended for Setterstrom. Wasn't looking for it. Morgan knocked it away. Corum's got the loose ball. Ottumwa can hold for one here. 20 seconds. Fuller on the left wing. Drives right around Setterstrom. Cut off on the block. Kick it out to Yeager. Down to 10 seconds. Coach Vandenberg calls out the play. Yeager around to pick. Right wing, Heinbaugh for a three. Too strong. Long rebound out to Fuller. She's got 2 seconds. Off the glass, no, but a whistle and a foul. And Maya Fuller, with 0.8 of a second left in the quarter, will go to the line.
Personal foul, number 50, Elise Setterstrom.
That's on Setterstrom, her second, team foul number 4.
Second personal. Fourth team foul half on Fairfield.
Fuller at the line has not scored tonight. Was 2 for 2 from the line last night. First free throw here, good. So Maya into the scoring column, 29-13. Second free throw for Fuller right at the end of the third quarter. Got them both. Or no, they're going to wipe that off. Fuller thought it was going to miss, so she came charging down the lane. You can't cross the line before the ball hits the rim. And now the three from half court of the buzzer for Fairfield goes begging. 29-13, 1 minute. We're back for the fourth quarter on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter. Fairfield with the ball, Ottumwa with the lead, 29-13. Going up is Hollander, and it's just taken right out of her hands by Hunter Caldwell. Back through the leg, Camden Kraus, crossover in the lane, lay it up. Oh, they call a travel. And Kraus is not happy about that call. That was not a travel. That was a drive in the lane, a step across, and a layup. And now Kraus knocks the ball away, and Fuller runs it down, so the Bulldogs with the press. Now Caldwell driving in off the pass from Fuller and lays it up with the left hand. Well, Ottumwa had a basket taken away from him on a bad travel call, but they get the steal and make up for it with Caldwell laying it in. Hunter's got 8 points, 31-13. Fairfield got an early bucket in the third quarter, and they haven't scored since. We're going to figure out the run Ottumwa's on here in a moment. Lisk lobs underneath, too tall for Farrell and out of bounds. Ottumwa gets it right back on another turnover.
Took it back in for the Trojans is number 3, Maddie Martin.
Maddie Martin back in for Fairfield. This is a long 12-0 run for Ottumwa. It was 19-13 when Fairfield got its last bucket. Kraus around a pick down the lane, splits defenders, high off the glass and good. 15 for Camden Kraus. Ottumwa leads by 20, 33-13. Bulldogs pressing. Hollander fires across the timeline right side to Jones. Jones pulls up at the three-point line on the wing. A three-pointer no good. Caldwell's got the rebound underneath. Up ahead to Kraus, who rescues it on the right side. Fires ahead to Fuller, who's underneath the basket. Layup good. Bulldogs running at will now. Maya Fuller has 3 points. 35-13. 16-0 run. Martin underneath to Farrell. Double team, kick it out to Martin. Long two-point jumper baseline, good, and that ends the Ottumwa run. Maddie Martin has her first bucket, 35-15. Kraus across the timeline, 6:15 to go, right side to Corum. In the corner, Cameron Pauls. Pauls up top to Fuller. Dribbles left. Picked it up in the lane, kick it out to Corum. Left wing three, off the rim, no. Rebound on the floor. Caldwell rescues it between two defenders. Had it knocked out of her hands. There's a lot of contact there, no foul. Hollander the other way, one-on-one with Kraus. Kraus tries to take the charge and does. Offensive foul. Camden Kraus playing with 3 fouls, but got in position. And the offensive foul is called on Hollander. That's her third, team foul number 5. Hollander and Martin check out for Fairfield. So Fairfield has brought in Amelia Miller, a 5'4" freshman. First time we've seen her. Haley Strickland also back in for the Trojans. Kraus around to pick left side. Bounce it right side, went through the hands of Corum. Paul's trying to rescue it, and she landed out of bounds before the Fairfield player did, so it's out of bounds back to the Trojans. 35-15, 5:37 to go, fourth quarter. Into the front court, picking up the dribble is Lisk. Lobs the high post for Farrell. Give and go back to Lisk. Drives the lane, missed the layup. Cameron Paul's the rebound. Kraus up ahead of everybody. The pass, though, underthrown. Kraus rescues it. Free throw line, gets it to Fuller. Drives right side and is fouled on the floor. 5:17 to go. No free throws for Ottumwa yet. That's team foul number 6. That foul is on Amelia Miller. Her first.
Personal 16th foul half. Is number 4, Grace Lyon, checks back in for the Trojans.
Ottumwa inbounds to Corum. They get it on the wing to Pauls, up top to Fuller. Left side Kraus, turns around, shoots a three. Off the rim, no. Caldwell fighting for the rebound, still loose. Pauls has it, feeds it to Corum. Drives back in, cut off outside the lane, kick it on the wing. Pauls will try a three. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Strickland. Here comes Fairfield. 35-15 Ottumwa, under 5 minutes to go. Up top is Lisk, lob high post for Farrell. Takes it down left side of the lane, jumper off the rim, no. Rebound to Caldwell. Up ahead, off the fingers of Corum, but Kraus will rescue in the front court right side. Camden dribbles to the top of the key. Shot clock had not reset again. That will allow Ottumwa to get 4 subs in. Heinbaugh, Morgan, Yeager, and Monahan all return. Corum, Caldwell, Kraus, and Fuller all check out. 4:38 to go. Whistle stop play again. Not sure what that was for. Now we're ready to go. Pauls gets it into Yeager. Good catch. 5-on-4. The defender flew by. Yeager down the lane, kicks it out to Pauls. Right side, Monahan will try a three. Count it! Veda Monahan with the three-pointer, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. And a timeout, Fairfield. It should be 38-15. They changed the wrong side of the scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After Fairfield used the timeout, their third of the game, they inbound in the front court. Swing it right side to Strickland. Over left side for Miller. Bob into the high post for Grace Lyon. Down the left side of the lane. Heinbaugh right with her. Shot over the rim, no good. Rebound to Morgan. Ottumwa's really got Fairfield out of sorts here in the second half. And Monahan's pass too tall for Briley Yeager, out of bounds on the sideline. It'll go back to the Trojans. 4:02 to go. Bulldogs now firmly in control, 38-15. They've outscored Fairfield 21-4 here in the second half. Again into the high post, Farrell handoff, quick jumper is good by Lisk. Free throw line extended left side. 38-17, quickly back the other way. Paul's underneath, that pass too long for Morgan and a collision. Heinbaugh trying to save it looked like she got tripped up by a Fairfield player, and they just rule out of bounds to the Trojans. Emma Hunger and Olivia Clark are in for the Bulldogs for the first time today. 3:43 to go. So Ottumwa has Yeager, Pauls, Monahan, Hunger, and Clark on the floor. Lisk into the front court for Fairfield. Goes left side for Maddie Jones. Back to Lisk towards the corner. She'll try a three. No good, but the long rebound run down by Hollander on the weak side. She'll try a baseline jumper. That's no good. Rebound on the floor there. Cameron Pauls has it. Races into the front court, right side, doesn't have numbers, pulls up on the wing. Throws it behind her to Yeager. Briley Yeager back to the corner for Pauls. Pauls goes to Monahan. Right wing got open for a three. Too strong. Rebound pulled in by Hollander. Hollander into the front court, right side. Olivia Clark went for the steal, nearly had it. Hollander down the lane, and a collision in the lane. And I think we're going to get a foul on Ottumwa here. And that'll be on Monahan. Her first, team foul number 4. Jones to inbound from the baseline. Tried to get it underneath to Addison Farrell, but Emma Hunger got her foot in the way, so we'll reset. 3 minutes to go. Jones looks again. Lobs it in for Farrell this time. The jumper in the lane is good. Some will let Farrell cut to that spot. That's what they've been trying to avoid. 38-19. Yeager dribbles left, kicks it on the wing to Pauls. Pauls drives in, kicks it to the elbow, right side extended for Hunger. Up top to Monahan, left side to Clark. In the corner, Pauls. Pauls drives in, puts up a tough shot off the rim, no. Rebound to Hollander, and Monahan called for a foul, trying to get it back. Second on Monahan, team foul number 5. Back the other way comes Hollander. 2.5 to go. Left side to Lisk. Lisk to the high post for Farrell. Farrell curls into the lane, kicks it right side to Steele. They swing it to the corner, Hollander. Baseline drive, Monahan forces her low. Kick to the other baseline, Farrell's jumper and air ball. Rebound to Yeager on the floor. Briley Yeager between the circles, goes left side. Gets it to Pauls. Cameron surveys. Now dribbles, lob underneath, tough catch by Monahan outside the lane. Feeds it inside the lane, looking for Yeager. Ball knocked loose, last touched by Fairfield as Hollander goes diving out of bounds for it. Shot clock reset, it wasn't supposed to. Now they put it back at 14 seconds. Inbound to the corner for Hunger, to the wing for Olivia Clark. Back to the corner for Yeager. Shot fake and a drive in the lane, cut off. Kicks it baseline. Hunger will try baseline jumper. In and out, no good, but Yeager tips the rebound out. Brings it out to the wing. Now penetrates again. Collision in the lane. And a foul on Fairfield will send Yeager to the line for a 1-and-1.
That was called number 52, Steele.
Brianna Steele gets her 4th foul. Fairfield with the line change, 5 new players in. Setterstrom returns, Maddie Martin returns, Strickland is back in, Grace Lyon is back in, and Amelia Miller returns. 1:31 to go. Yeager at the line. First one is up, too strong. Hunger the rebound and the putback is good. Emma Hunger has her first bucket. 40-19. Martin, right side for Miller. Guarded by Clark, and her pass goes into the backcourt for an over and back. Yeager went diving for it, but it was touched in the backcourt by Strickland first, so that pass missed 2 Fairfield players on its way across the timeline. Minute 14 to go. Inbound to Yeager. Yeager goes around a Hunger pick, right side, cut off at the elbow, kicks it on the wing. Pauls tries to drive in, and a collision and a foul. And Cameron Pauls should be shooting a 1-and-1 here with 1:03 to go.
Personal foul called number
Haley Strickland with the foul, her first.
First personal, 8th team foul to have on Fairfield.
Team foul number 8. And Pauls hits the front end of the 1-and-1, so she scores for the first time today. Ottumwa had everybody who played score last night against Hoover. They're not going to quite get there tonight, I don't think, but they're close. Paul's second free throw is short, and Fairfield to get it back, 1:03 to go.
Second timeout charged to the Trojans.
Fairfield's going to take a 30-second timeout here. We're going to keep it here, as Ottumwa was on the verge of improving to 3-1 on this season. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Lee's Photography in Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. And by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. Ottumwa 41, Fairfield 19. 1:03 to go in our girls' game. Boys' game, of course, to follow. That should be an entertaining one. Strickland into the front court. Picked up her dribble, goes high post for Setterstrom. Skip it right side, and it's off the hands and off the leg of Lauren Martin, a 5'5" freshman who's checked in for the first time. Out of bounds, back to the Bulldogs. 22-point lead for Ottumwa with under a minute to go. Pauls dribbles through defenders over to the left side. Picked up her dribble, needs some help, gets it to Hunger. Emma Hunger, one dribble out to Yeager left side. Now Yeager backs away from Lauren Martin. Now attacks down the lane, cut off. And she's bumped in the lane, and that'll send her to the line for 1-and-1. 25.9 to go. Lauren Martin called for her first. 9th team foul. Yeager at the line 0 for 2. The sophomore eyes the rim, puts it up. Too strong. Rebound tipped, and Hunger's got it outside the lane. Fed it back in the lane to Yeager, who's going to bring it out. Shot clock is off. Ottumwa doesn't have to shoot, and I don't believe they're going to. Yeager picked up her dribble, had it stripped, got it back. They're pressuring her, but now just trying to dribble out the clock. And that's it. Final score, Ottumwa 41 and Fairfield 19. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals after this 3-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Hi, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. We specialize in geriatrics, internal medicine, family practice, and we see patients of all ages. We have an entire pediatrics team ready to serve you year-round. We also have quick care walk-in available Monday through Friday from 7 to 5. From babies to grandparents and everything in between, we are here for you at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Your Ottumwa girls win Game 1 of the City of Bridges Classic, defeating the Fairfield girls 41-19. It was a 6-point game at the half, but Ottumwa outscored Fairfield 24-8 in the third and fourth quarters. Camden Krause led Ottumwa with 15 points tonight. Hunter Caldwell had 8 for OHS, 5 for Nellie Morgan, 4 for Briley Yeager, 3 for Veda Monahan, 3 for Maya Fuller, 2 for Emma Hunger, and 1 point for Cameron Pauls. For Fairfield, they were led by Ashlyn Lisko at 7 points, all in the first half. Savannah Hollander had 5, 4 for Addison Farrell, 2 points for Maddie Martin, 1 point for Maddie Jones. Free throw shooting, not great. Ottumwa 7 of 15, Fairfield 4 of 9. Fairfield did not attempt a free throw in the second half. Bulldogs improved to 2-1 on the season. Fairfield drops to 0-4. Our boys game is next, and again, as the band fires up, not sure how well the radio side can hear me with the acoustics in here, but it looks like we're going to get our boys game tipped off earlier than the 12 o'clock time that was announced. Of course, we don't normally have 2 hours between tips when we play at home, so they've started the warm-up clock, and we will have the boys game in about 15 minutes. Right now, we're going to take a 3-minute timeout. Not sure if Coach Vandenberg will come up here to talk about the girls' game. It's a little bit crowded up here in this broadcast perch, this crow's nest, if you will, but if he makes it up here, we'll chat with him about his team's ability to pull away in the second half, and we'll also start getting you ready for the boys' game. Bulldog girls win 41-19, 3 minutes, and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Bulldog girls win their game in the City of Bridges Classic. They knock off Fairfield 41-19. 6-point game of the half, and then Ottumwa wins the second half 24-8. Jason Van Arkel with you, joined now by Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg. Coach, I want to talk about kind of the slow start offensively first. You get 2 quick buckets and then don't score again in the first quarter until late. Of course, they were struggling as well. How much of that is the fact that both teams played the night before, and maybe how much of that is you're playing kind of in an unfamiliar gym, a little bit of a different gym here? I'm not have to ask you to speak up. They just turn on the speakers, and that's probably going to make it hard to hear.
Hey, yeah, so I agree. You know, we struggled. We got 2 early good buckets. I thought we got good looks all night or all morning, really. You know, but I think you're right. Your legs didn't quite underneath us yet. Early in the morning, different time frame for us. Different background. Just took some time to get going, but once we got going, we got good looks all night or all morning.
Camden Krause ends with 15 points. Couldn't find the range from 3 for the longest time, so she just kind of shrugged her shoulders and started making it work inside for you.
Yeah, those are the same look she had last night against Hoover, too. They didn't fall last night. They fell tonight. You know, when she can get 10 to 15 points tonight for us, that makes us a really tough team because you got to take her away, then that opens up everything else for our posts and our other guards.
Talk about your defensive effort again this morning. Fairfield had a lot of different cuts going, a lot of high post work, some give and goes, trying to get the ball down low. For the most part, you did a pretty good job of keeping them out of the lane.
Yeah, they ran some backdoor action and got a couple on us early. We made adjustments to that to make sure they weren't going to get that. You know, we forced everything left tonight, which is was in our scout. I thought we did that pretty well. And then we tightened it up a little bit in the third and fourth quarter defensively. I told the girls that it was 27-20 going into the fourth. I said if they don't score again, it doesn't matter if we score because we win the game, right? So don't let them get to 20 or something like that. I don't remember what the exact score was, but you know we had to focus on defense in the second half, and I thought we did a good job.
So you're off to a 3-1 start. You've got 6 days to prepare, but 2 tough teams coming up. North next Friday on the road, Roosevelt the following Friday on the road, and we were talking about it before today. North actually beat Roosevelt last night, bit of a surprise there. We knew Roosevelt was going to be a good team. We knew North could be a good team, and now it looks like they are a very good team. So you've got 2 tough tests to end your month of December.
Yeah, you know, this is kind of where we're going to see really where we are right now as a basketball team. You know, comparing ourselves from last year to this year is not really effective. So we got to compare where we are in our first 4 games and our last 2 games of the before Christmas break. You know, having 6 days to prepare is nice. We'll get on film tonight, make sure we're getting all the looks we want, and you know, put together a scouting report. And you know, we just got to go out and execute and play our game defensively, and then we'll get looks on offense. But it starts on the defensive end.
Ottumwa High head coach Joe Vandenberg here after his team knocks off Fairfield 41-19 in the City of Bridges Classic at the Hellier Center. Coach, congratulations. We'll see you next Friday at Des Moines North.
Thanks, Jason. Go Dogs.
We'll take a 3-minute timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.